Daddy,
Oh,
we should go on VR chat.
Oh yeah. Oh daddy, oh daddy, oh. Sorry.
Hey, what the fuck is your problem, pal?
Hey, walk the fuck is your problem, pal?
That's what good pussy sounds like.
That's what good pussy sounds like. Lamar.
Wilson?
Yeah.
Lamar Wilson. How you doing?
Dude.
Dude, no more Lamar Wilson.
Bro, that's what you came back to?
I'm too lit. Like, oh my god.
Why?
How you doing? Boom headshot. Boom headshot.
All right. You guys
What?
wanna get started?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
behind me.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 things to talk about. Hopefully
Is it
we
the
can
M's
branch
in
them
your
out.
bank account?
What?
Is it the M's in your bank account?
Oh,
That was hilarious.
That was so hot.
Dude.
You so hard.
Lamar
dog.
Wilson.
All right, I got 6 things to talk about, right? And hopefully it drags out to like 30 minutes to an hour. But the first one we're gonna talk about is
It's Lamar Wilson.
no.
Lamar Wilson verse.
No. We're not
Oh,
gonna be
boy,
talking
do you
about that.
remember the Seth Rogen verse?
Dude.
With Michael Sarah's Riddler?
Dude. I wanted to laugh so bad, but I couldn't because I had to be
Harrison
quiet.
Ford's Two-Face.
No, Harrison
Wait,
Ford
no.
is Gordon.
Who was it? James Franco as the Joker. That's genius.
Who's that one old guy that you guys wanted in there? But like he was
Harrison Ford.
that's him? Isn't he like 90?
Which one?
The guy
Yeah,
who's
he's
like
like
really
90,
old.
he's coming
and
out of
bald.
retirement.
Bald?
I think he's
He's
bald.
coming out of retirement for the Seth Rogen verse.
Like he's really,
Are
really
you talking
old.
about the guy in Star Wars?
Sorry.
No, it was someone. There was another old person that we wanted.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, but he's not bald.
That was for Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah.
He's Grunkle Stan.
yeah.
Wait, who's the other Grunkle? I forgot. Ah, it was really good too. Ah, for the smart Grunkle. Who did we say? Oh yeah, no, we said Harrison Ford as the smart one.
Oh yeah. He's gonna make the movie. He's gonna produce it.
I will produce the Gravity Falls.
Only
Gravity
if Robert De
Falls
Niro
plays Grunkle Stan, and I
smoking a
play
cigar.
what's the other Grunkle's name?
I forgot.
I know you know, Amari.
Huh?
10 racks, bitch. Do
I don't
not
really
stop.
know
What's
my
the other
white people
Grunkle's
like
name?
that. I ain't gonna lie. The other Grunkles. I knew y'all had Nicolas Cage in there somewhere.
Nah.
Oh
Did
yeah.
we? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he gonna play?
I
Oh,
forgot.
he's gonna play Bill Cipher.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, Trey, is Star on?
Oh wait,
Like, is he awake?
who was Dipper?
You gotta hit him up.
All right.
James Franco.
No,
I feel like his input would be cool in here too.
it was something funny.
Michael
like,
Cera.
really funny. Oh yeah, Michael Cera was Dipper.
No, you can't do Michael Cera.
why not Michael Cera?
Because he's overused.
Ah, fine. All right, Amari, are we starting?
Bro, it's been on this whole time.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Don't look at my stream, because I'm going to play your thing.
Okay.
That's funny as hell.
I don't know which one I want to start with. Okay. Let's start with what's on the first list. What do you guys think about gender?
Oh, what do we
I'm
think about?
not talking about like sex, but like gender. Like, do you guys think first of all, like, do you think there's a difference between sex and gender?
Yes.
How come? Like, what? Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know, bro. I'm too high.
That's lit.
That adds like absolutely nothing to the conversation, but still.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
Isn't gender a social construct? It is.
I mean, to call something a social construct, wouldn't that like, in a
It would have
way,
to
does
be,
that like
conducted
devalue it?
socially? I mean, constructed socially.
Doesn't that like devalue its worth in a way if you think about it? Calling
It was
something
so
a
funny,
construct?
Trey.
Nothing, man.
How do you have
What?
1 month ago comments?
On what? What do you mean?
Got hit right in the face and ended the video? What? This man hasn't been on YouTube that long and he's already legendary? Respect, bro?
What are you talking? Oh, those. That's from when I did Strangeland stuff. It's because I went in random
What?
servers and I would talk to random people about random topics, and then it was
Bro.
good topics, and I told
Those
them where
are
to go.
from the fucking video you went.
Those are old ones.
It's people versus friends. Glitched.
No one's on Amari's video.
What? I want to join the stream. Now.
Oh my
Welcome,
God.
Star. Welcome.
Podcastings.
Yeah. That's what it is, man.
Hi.
Hey, Star.
Believe it or not, this is my third podcast ever.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right, bro.
Heck yeah.
All right, bro.
You're so fruity.
Trey,
I can't stop it.
please contain it.
Dude.
Put
Bro.
a spell on it.
Dude.
Hey.
Hell.
Hey.
All right. Well,
Hello? Oh, fuck.
Dude.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, fuck.
hello? Uh-oh.
Allah Akbar.
Oh.
Dude.
So for y'all that just pulled up, we're talking about gender and sex and whether or not, like, if there's a difference between them.
None of it. Get rid of it all.
Let's not have any more sex.
Dude,
No more sex.
You said talk about what?
like
If there's
gender.
what?
If
Like,
there's a
if you wanna
difference
have
between
sex with like a
no, bro.
like,
If
what
there's a
type of
difference
dudes-
between sex
like,
and
what type
gender,
of- what type of dudes would you have sex with?
that's
Alpha
not.
males. Stop
That's
playing with me.
not what we're talking about.
Men,
What
hot
type of
men.
dudes would you have sex with?
That's
Alphas.
not.
How
That's
many
not
genders
it.
would you suck off?
I'm not
No.
fucking a man unless he's an alpha. He got to be an
Dude.
alpha. I'm not fucking a beta, bro.
You don't
How many
know
So are
sexes
you-
would you have to have sex
Are you like
with?
giving or taking?
both?
Trey,
Excuse
come on.
me?
We know what you got going on, Trey.
What?
You ain't
What are we
even gotta.
talking about
Don't
now?
answer
Who
for
the-
Star.
What? I'm not. But okay.
Or, like why you even had to say something, bro? Like,
I'm only fucking alpha. Stop playing with me. Fuck, I look like
Literally stop
fucking a
playing
beta
with me,
male.
dude. Like,
are you giving or taking, bro?
I'm giving. What the fuck?
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
not
now.
gay if
taking,
you
like,
give.
it's not even in a debate.
It's not gay
Yeah,
if
he
you
kinda-
give.
You kind of win that one.
Oh nah.
It's just
'Cause if
another
you-
nut.
If you if you
nah.
conquer,
Nah, bro. What?
like
What
if
you
you
mean?
conquer, if you conquer,
Just don't
like
look at his balls.
top tier
Ah.
masculinity. Trey, weren't you just talking about you doing both?
Bro,
Why you over
Why
here
you all
going
up
about?
on my
I am not on
there's
that.
like four. There's
No,
four other
Trey
niggas
out
here.
here
you
fucking
are.
beta males and
All up
shit.
on it.
There's four other people.
here, and
There's
you
four
on
other
my
people.
dick,
One of them said they taking
my
it both
dick.
ways.
and you on my dick.
One of them said is they taking it both ways.
No,
Out
he
of
ain't
the
on
four
your dick.
people,
Nah, he's all over.
Word.
it.
He
He's
not on
like,
your
his
dick.
lips are
Like
touching
I wasn't
it,
even
sucking
talking. I
it.
wasn't even talking to you, and
Like,
you gonna
let's
say,
be real.
dude.
Let's be real.
Okay, my bad, Trey. My
Let's
bad.
be real.
Let's be real. Oh
Okay,
fuck.
we're real. We're real.
The real question is gender real?
No.
That's not fake.
It's not.
It's not.
It's a man-made thing. You feel me?
Exactly.
Real.
But it's
Like-
real.
Like what do you
No.
mean?
Oh,
You were so
Like-
close.
It's a man-made thing. So you tell me the alphabet not real?
What?
It's not. It's not real. The alphabet is
It's
not real.
not. There's so
I
many
don't know
different
why
languages.
that ties to the argument, but the alphabet is not real. That was
Okay,
really
No,
out
there's
there.
numbers.
so many different languages.
Numbers
that
not
isn't-
real. Numbers
There's
is not real.
Bro,
Math
no,
is real,
listen.
but numbers not necessarily. I
One,
don't
two,
think.
three, four,
gender's not the
five,
same thing as
6.
math. Gender's not the same thing as math.
It's
What
not.
you
Let's
mean
go-
it's not
let's
the
go back.
same thing
No,
as math?
no, no.
1 + 1 equals
No,
2.
no. Listen.
listen.
No, listen. The way you explained it before, you said you compared it to letters, and that's like that was a good comparison
Yeah,
because there's so many different languages. There's
Okay,
no
okay.
correct way to speak.
and in a way, if you think about it, gender is a language. If you think about it,
But you
It's a
think
way
about
you-
it.
it's a way
All
you choose to
languages
express
use the
yourself.
same. Okay, so you know how we say that. I'm not gonna go through the whole alphabet and do the
But
sounds of them.
we're not talking about the way
Yes, hold on,
languages speak.
hold
We're
on,
talking
hold
about
on.
letters.
Okay,
Because you compared
yes.
it to letters.
But each of those letters have a certain sound to them, which they use in every language. Come on now.
Not every language. Some
I
letters aren't used in
Well,
every language.
so you tell me some languages be like,
Yeah.
no.
Actually,
Yeah, there's
No.
actually.
Yeah.
There are.
And then in like there's certain
Not no
African
more. No,
there's certain African
That's not
languages
true.
that have
That's not
like
necessarily true.
exclamation marks, and they sound like that.
okay.
That's what I mean. There's certain-
Okay.
That's in a more like more
Don't do-
technical.
We're not doing that. No.
That's not necessarily true.
But the
Okay, I understand what
main argument here is if gender is real, and I feel
Yeah.
like everybody can agree that it's not.
Somewhat. It's only as real as you
Gender
want it to
isn't
be.
real, but it's based on sex. There you go.
It's only as real
Yeah.
as you want it to be.
Or the like
So-
standard. You know what I mean?
So this brings, I feel like this brings another question. Should we consider gender identity in legal terms? Like for instance,
I don't know, bro.
I don't think I want.
You don't think-
I can't comprehend this right now. I didn't like that question.
I don't. Yeah.
like, do you think we could apply gender identity legally? In a sense of like on your ID, you could have your identity, your gender identity, and it could actually account for legality.
I don't know.
I gotta take a shit.
How do we
Bro.
not? We don't know.
I don't
Bro.
know. There's too many
I
words.
mean, I feel like you're high, so that makes sense. But Trey, are you?
Mm-mm.
But you
I'm
just
not.
don't like. I'm confused. Like
I
you don't have anything.
Trey's
to say
not
about it?
high.
No, he's
I get
not.
it.
Why are
But
you
I'm
not talking? You're just listening.
I'm super high and I'm on the phone.
Oh my! Get off!
I could just get off.
All right, get off.
I'm gonna
Hello,
keep
come
smoking.
on. Let's go. Trey.
Go.
Thanks, man.
What was that? I forgot what the fuck I was trying to say. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I can't wrap my fingers around that question. Like I
He
know
said,
what
"I
I'm
want to
gonna
wrap
say.
your
No.
your hair."
Oh
No,
around
you
my
no, you
feet."
actually said you want to wrap your fingers around her.
Bro, what are y'all on, bro?
We just finished watching a Predator video. Tell him about the George General Toucher. Wait, no, what was it?
Bro.
George General Toucher.
General George Toucher.
Yeah. Because the guy looked like Custer, General Custer.
George Custer, yeah.
Where's Lamar?
Bro.
Who is Lamar?
My
So
bad.
are we like we're going to a different topic now? Is
Yes.
that's what we don't have anything else to
This
say?
is-
Because I feel like that would have
This
been
is not-
good.
I mean,
Be what
it's
you want to
really
be.
This is not gonna be as serious as you want it to be.
open-ended of a question.
Be
I don't
what
want it.
you
Like
wanna
this is
be.
the thing.
I
I
don't
don't want it
give
to
a
be
fuck.
crazy
Exactly,
serious.
Do you?
I don't want it to be
Do
completely
you?
serious, but I just want some type of answers. God dang
We
it,
had-
not
we
Lamar.
did.
My
Wilson.
answer is
You answered.
whatever
You
the
and
fuck
Star
you want to
did.
be, then be it. Whatever you
Oh,
want
I
to be,
forgot
then
that
be
he
it.
didn't answer yet.
Like,
Okay.
it don't matter to me. That's not my business. Type
Okay.
shit,
Okay.
you know?
Let's move
All right, just
on.
answer
So
that.
boom.
Let me try.
Type
Let's
shit.
move
Type
on.
shit.
Let's move on.
All right, fine.
So boom.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Bro.
So I seen this video recently about Asian hate crime, right?
Oh.
And how it's recently gone up and stuff like that. And Sneeko made a video about it, and he was talking about how black people are
Aw.
the number
I
one
don't.
anti-hate against Asian
Why is
contributors.
Sneeko pushing that? That's so
Because we don't want to hate anyone.
Probably
You know how long
because
we went
I
through
feel like
being
he might
hated?
be the most qualified to, because he's Asian and black.
No, he
No.
wouldn't. No, he
No.
wouldn't.
But he's Asian and black.
It's been proved wrong before.
That's what I'm
Like, that's
like.
so.
You don't think?
But
I don't
no,
think
I'm
black
like-
people are the number one people that are doing
They're
anti-hate
not.
against Asian. I
They
don't think it just.
aren't.
I don't
It's-
think
They
so.
aren't.
I'm pretty sure it's white.
Like,
people.
we love anime.
Oh, come on now.
That's not what
Okay,
I.
come on.
That's not like. It's a
They
different
hate
thing.
all of us.
Alright. Okay.
That's awful, dude.
There's a lot of
Why
like.
would he be pushing that?
I.
That was so weird on his part.
He
He's
has
done a
two
lot of weird
sides
things,
to
but that
it.
was probably the weirdest thing. he's
Okay.
done.
He has two. I
Black
feel like the
people
weirdest
may
thing
talk
that he's ever.
shit about a lot of people. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's the
we
thing,
don't
like, we
actually
give
really
them- yeah.
mean it. Because you know what the fuck. We all know what the fuck happened. We're not gonna be like go out of our way to real life hate a whole race for
Mm,
no reason.
Okay, let me say something.
Except some of
because-
us. Some of us they gonna hate for no because they want to hate.
There was a video Sneeko was talking about, which brought up the topic that he was talking about, and it was a black guy pushing a old Asian woman, and she got in a coma. I forgot why, but it had something to do with like convenience store. It was in a convenience store area. It was in LA, and he pushed the old woman. The old woman was in coma, and then he brought up another argument. It was like black people are the most violent people on the planet.
Come on now.
Wow.
Come
What do you
on
guys
now.
think about that?
What do you
Without
mean?
context?
What do you mean? Like,
Without context,
There's
that
no
that
such thing.
I'm
There
probably
could be there's absolutely no such thing like as a context that would make me think, yeah, he might be right. There's
I'm
absolutely
gonna just say this
no
with the
way.
because
there's nothing to
I'm not really giving it
Dude.
much context, so it makes him
Bruh.
sound like he's a bad guy. Because I'm not really giving because I really forgot. I can't really speak
How
that
do
much on
how
it.
do you like how?
There's absolutely no context
Dude.
that
do
would
you
make
like-
me agree with that.
And then he brought up
What?
another because I don't agree with it either. At nature, I don't feel like we are because that I feel like that's what he was saying. At nature, in nature, black people are the most violent.
Nobody
There's
is.
And I don't
debate.
agree with that.
There's no debate.
Nobody is at nature anything.
It has nothing to do
Nobody's
with
violent
color.
in their nature.
No,
Not based
I
on
don't believe
color.
so. No,
You're only violent
It's not
in your
based off-
nature is like it's based off like what you
I
like,
feel like there are
big
certain
group, like,
humans that are
trauma
violent
type
in
shit
their-
or, like-
I feel like yeah.
But I feel like they're violent because of trauma and the shit that they went through, and like they feel like they have to be violent, or like how niggas feel like they have to be hard because of
They replicate the shit they went through. Yeah.
yeah, like
Well, they
I feel like
overlook
that's
it.
how it is. I feel like
And
it's not just a certain race or a certain someone that's violent because of nature.
Well,
we want to say that.
Which race do you think had the most traumatic experience?
Is that a question though?
Is it?
Had the most traumatic experience
As a race? Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say like black people.
That's
Yeah.
not even a debate.
And then your argument is saying that it's because of trauma. That's why people become violent. And maybe that's why Sneeko thinks that black people are the most violent because of
That's
I mean, but we've also
Yeah,
been
that's
like,
dumb.
you got to think about like our whole community. Like a lot of our community has been through so
Okay.
much trauma, and people
Yeah.
don't speak on it.
We're literally set up to fucking fail.
Yes,
Personally, I do not
By
think
our
that I don't think that black
parents
people are the
and
most
like
violent.
the world. I feel like I don't know. It's like a lot of our parents either weren't there, and if they were, they probably weren't the best. That goes for any race.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, like
Where you coming from?
specifically for like black people, we watch our parents fight, our fathers being most of the time pieces of shit. They're the peak of stereotype. They're aggressive, and I'm speaking from my experience
Mhm.
with my father. Aggressive,
Yeah.
piece of shit, not there, and everything else under the fucking sun for a stereotype. And I hate to say it, at some point, I ended up growing out of it, but I ended up being some type of same way, even though I wanted to be so much different from my dad. I ended up being aggressive like him because that's what I seen. You grow up seeing this shit so much. You may not like him and want to be the exact opposite, but a lot of the times you're like, no, I want to be the opposite. You're trying so hard to be the opposite that you end up doing a 180 and doing exactly what that person did. And that's exactly damn near what I did.
Yeah, that hit close to home. Huh.
And that's what I got to say for that. Like,
So overall, you guys wouldn't say that anybody, any race is not violent by nature, right?
no.
No.
Humans as a whole may be violent by nature, but I won't
that is
say
actually very true. That is
a
actually very
race
true.
is violent by nature.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think about the term "black people can't be racist"?
I
Cat,
thought we've had this conversation.
cat. Because I know
we have.
damn well my mom
Nobody
is
actually,
racist
like,
as
said-
fuck.
I've
We
never
have-
heard people actually say that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I've seen it posted and shit,
I've
but
seen
like,
it posted. I've seen it in interviews and stuff like that. Black people can't be
The
and stuff
only,
like
the
that.
only time I have ever seen that was black people can't be racist to white people, and they can't.
I mean, I'll say
can't be
this,
racist
like,
to white people.
I understand when they're like, they can't be racist, but there's a lot of black people that are racist to other races. Like,
Well, like, what does it mean?
I
to be
won't say
racist?
like,
Is gender real? Let's talk about this.
just hating.
Dude.
Well, I'll say like,
Come on.
for no reason,
No,
hating
we've never
or
talked about
thinking a
that. I feel like we
racist
should
below
talk-
you. I feel like
It's like
that's
it's
racist.
like discriminating and hating against a race, or like making a race feel like it's below you. So theoretically, anybody can do that.
If there's no reasoning behind it, if you go off the dictionary. So when they say you
There's-
can't be racist to a white person, I feel like that's somewhat true because we have a reason to feel the way a lot of black people feel towards white people, especially like the older generations.
I mean, well, the term comes from like a different definition of racism, which is basically based around systematic racism. And because since black people were slaves in America and we had a like a really bad upbringing, and slavery affects us now to this day, we systematically cannot be racist towards white people because of the position that we've been put in since we've been here.
Yeah, we're it's like, I don't know, it's like prejudice.
So I
guess
would
we can
agree-
be prejudiced towards
Yeah.
white people, but we can't be like. But black people can be racist for sure, because I know
yeah.
a lot of black people, like especially older black people, it's been calming down with the new generations, basically like damn near with every other race. It's been calming down. We want to end the shit, but like a lot of older black people either calling, Latin Americans slurs, Asian American slurs. Even when we as kids, when we would see like not see or see an Asian person, when we would make our eyes super fucking small, pull our faces to make our eyes small, and then
Okay.
type shit.
Tell me if this is bad, yo. Before I knew what the swastika was, I thought it was really cool. Is that bad? I thought it just looked cool.
You're ignorant towards it, so I won't say that's
Yeah,
bad.
a lot of little kids are ignorant and they think it's cool.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it
like
looked
if
cool.
you know
It
what it
looked sick.
means,
I'm
and
not
you're
gonna
like,
lie.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
like the Nazi uniforms, and as a little kid, you're
I didn't
ignorant.
see the
you don't
uniforms.
know.
I just saw the symbol.
Well,
They
yeah.
got the little red
That's why it's important
background.
can we
That's
talk
why it's
about how
important
Call of
that
Duty
certain
took out the
histories
swastika?
are. No. That's why it's important that a lot of certain histories are taught in school.
Sure.
Because
people
What
are
I
ignorant
really
about
want
it,
to be
yeah.
taught in school, I don't want my children, when I have them, to be taught about Black history just for a fucking month. I don't want them to be taught that for just a month. Or, because
Mhm.
Black History Month, we're just taught about all the shit that we went through. How about teach us about all of the things we made instead of making us feel sitting there in class like, damn, fuck, I could have been a slave before. Maybe it's like somewhat, it makes you feel bad for yourself. Like, teach us the great things that happened that we did. Like, how about teach us that a Black
Yeah,
person made the
that's a good
stoplight? A Black person made a stoplight, or we wouldn't have peanut butter if it wasn't for a Black person.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Or a lot of the great inventions that we have today that Black people made. Teach us that, because they seem to skip over that. Other than a week, you get a week of inventions that we made, and it's not like special inventions. It ends up being like peanut butter and like stupid petty shit that we could have went without type shit. I never was taught that there was Black women that were astronauts type shit. I never was taught that until I found out on YouTube from the first Black woman that worked at NASA. I wasn't taught that until the fucking movie came out, and
Yeah, I saw it in the movie.
I
too.
seen an ad on YouTube. I didn't know that until I was a grown ass adult out of high school. Teach me that in school. Make me feel like my race is great. We can do anything we want. Type shit. Don't make me feel bad for my ancestors because of what they went through. Yes, teach me what they went through, but also don't just focus on slavery. Focus on everything that we did that was great. Type shit.
I agree with that, but I feel like slavery is definitely something that we shouldn't ignore at all.
No, we shouldn't ignore it, but at the same, that's why I'm saying we shouldn't just have a month to learn about it, because we seem to only learn about our history throughout that month. And it's, oh, they were slaves, Harriet Tubman, motherfucking Rosa Parks, MLK, and we learn about the same figures until we fucking graduate. Teach me something new. Make me feel great about myself. Don't have everyone in the class looking at me because they feel bad type shit. Like, damn, y'all went through this. Nigga, I feel awkward. I feel awkward learning about this shit because damn. Type shit. I don't know how to explain it, but That's
I can see where you come
how
from. I
I
never
feel
had that
about it.
take on it, really. I never really had that take on it. I feel like sure it's uncomfortable, but I feel like it's a needed uncomfortable, you know?
Yes,
Like
yes.
we need to go through that, and so we can both
Mm-hmm.
know the truth and see our different experiences and stuff like that. Let's move on from race for now. We could probably get back to it. Let's talk about age and stuff like that. With the things that are going on now and nowadays and stuff like that, do you think it'd be possible for like people to be trans age?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Fuck out of
I
here.
don't think so.
You don't
You
think
can't
so?
be 50 and be
With
like,
the
I
thing-
feel. You
listen.
can't be 50 and be like, I feel 18.
With the
So I'm a
things that are
fucking-
going on
an
now, there are
18-year-old.
probably
Fuck outta
people
here.
that people that legally, not legally, but like actually identify as animals. There's probably people out there, and it could be like accepted legally. You don't think?
Nah, fuck that.
That'd be
You
your thing.
can't be a 60-year-old man and be like, I identify as a 16-year-old dude. Fuck out my face,
Well,
nigga. You're
well, why
60
not?
years old. Like,
What if he really
because
feels like
what
that?
the fuck you mean? I
What
don't
if
give a
he
fuck
really
how you
feels like
feel
it?
at that point. Because if you feel like you 16, you're gonna be trying to feel on a 16-year-old. Fuck out my face. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because if you legally can change your age, that means you can legally damn near do whatever the fuck you want. Damn near. Like, no, that's not safe. That's not safe. Type shit.
Okay.
You can be an old ass man and be like, I legally feel like I'm this age, and then enroll yourself in school. Type shit. That's weird. Because in high school, you
Okay,
can only be in
okay.
certain high schools at a certain age.
Yeah.
And then now you just
Yeah.
around all these people. Now you just no, fuck all that.
Well-
I don't want to hear that.
What do you think is a good age for a citizen to be able to buy a weapon, like a firearm?
Like, I feel like it's, I mean, and shit. I guess I feel like you should be able to maybe not. If you get like a cosigner, like you get a parent and y'all can
Mhm.
cosign on the weapon, how they do like ARs and machine guns at 16. I feel like you shouldn't be able to get a pistol at 16. That can stay at the same age type shit. And ARs shouldn't, maybe 18 type shit. And then have a cosigner for it. Where you're not all the way developed, but you developed enough to know what the fuck you're doing with it. And the same thing with like ARs. You shouldn't be able to get like a fucking machine gun AR at 16. Because what is that? I don't care if you're hunting or not. Or not. I don't care. An AR is like a machine gun or rifle is pretty excessive for a 16-year-old to be able to go out and buy at any point.
Well, first of all, that is true, but like you also like to kind of accompany what you're saying. 16 is kind of like I don't want to say it's like an unstable age, but it's like you still not really thinking about shit that you're doing.
Yeah, you're like
You're going, like I can speak from fucking experience because I see this shit every day. Niggas getting beef about stupid shit, just teenage shit. It's just they don't think all the way through. What the fuck do you need an AR for at 16 when you're going through that shit? Because then you
nothing.
It's inevitable that don't think about shit mentality is going to apply, and that's how bad things happen. If you see what I'm
I
saying.
feel like you should be able to shoot someone's, like your parents, or if you go out with someone. If you,
I don't think you should be able to shoot your parents. I'm just saying.
Let me finish. Not shoot your parents, but like if you're like at home and an intruder comes in, I feel like you should be able to use their weapon at any point and not get in trouble for it. But you shouldn't
like if
be
your
able to
parents
go
have a
out.
weapon and then you use it if there's an intruder and your
Yes.
parents aren't around. Okay, yeah. I feel like
Yes.
isn't that already legal?
Yes, but like it's like excessive when people at that age, you're unstable to a point. You have all these hormones coming in. You're still going through puberty at this point. Your mind is still maturing. You're going through all these different things. you shouldn't be able to get a weapon at this point. I'm sorry to whoever doesn't agree with this, but you shouldn't. I don't care what you're doing. Like,
Okay.
I don't care at all. Like, and that's just facts. Like, your hormones are pumping through you, so even if people hate to hear it or not, your emotions are not stable. You're not thinking on the way. Your brain's not even developed all the way. You still got 4 more years until your brain
fucking
is.
faggot.
I'm a big
Why?
Dude.
Why? Why?
I'm sorry,
Swear
Star.
on
Why?
I'm
every
sorry,
single
Star.
thing I love. I did not mean for that.
That's crazy.
I'm so glad he's the one who
You're
Josh.
too high.
No, bro.
You are too high.
Wow.
The one.
It would be the JoJo profile pic too. Crazy.
No. That's not me. That's Josh.
Welcome, Viper.
I'm not here, bro.
Bro.
I'm just saying that was tough.
The one time I happened to have my soundboard open, I pressed the keys to make that play. Accidentally too. When was the last time you heard me use my soundboard?
It's been a long time, but get your little hands off your
Exactly.
little
The
keyboard.
one day I happened to have it open. That's great. Oh
Okay,
my god. At least
okay.
it wasn't something that Trey said.
I mean, it's still bad.
But Josh
bad
isn't here,
words.
so
Never said
I mean, but it's still little bad words, and you
He's
know,
lying.
that's not
Never
too
said
good, right?
anything.
he's lying.
I've never
Alright,
said
bro.
anything.
Alright,
If I was
alright.
streaming, I would have got banned.
Ages and stuff.
Let's not talk about something that you've said, Star.
Okay, let's not go there.
No, let's talk about it. What do you
We
mean?
do not want to talk about it. We don't talk. Shut up, Star. Star, shut up. Shut up.
Why don't you tell him
We
what he
don't
said?
want to talk
Why
about
don't
it.
you tell him what he said?
We do not want to talk about it.
Oh no! Let's just play it on stream because I'm already.
we
talking
shouldn't.
about it.
Why don't we play for
I'm
the
not
stream?
finna do Star like that.
Why don't we play for the stream? Why don't we play for the stream?
No, Star wants the world to see.
He
what
said
he
to play
did.
it?
He wants it. He wants
Star
it.
said to play it.
He wants it. Yes, he said
Play
that. Go
it.
ahead.
Play
Play
it
it.
right now.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna need everybody to be quiet though, because I'm gonna have to, because I have it just set to where you guys are in my mixer, and that allows you guys to. So it'll echo.
pal.
It'll echo.
Yeah,
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 it's okay,
pal.
Daddy.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
okay,
pal.
Daddy.
Yeah, pal.
Let me find it.
Yeah, Daddy.
But yeah, while I find it, talk about whatchamacallit. What do you guys think about this? You can be like a minor and you can go to jail for life for anything, or like for like whatever whatever is like whatever fits the criteria of going to jail for being a minor for life. And the legal age to the legal age to buy like alcohol or something is 21, but you can go to jail as a minor for like a long time. What do you guys think about that while I look for this?
See, I feel like
Why are we not
the
pulling up
legal
clip?
age
I'm
to
so
buy
confused.
alcohol.
I'm looking
being
for
21.
it. While I look for it, talk about that.
The legal age of drinking is bullshit, because why the fuck can I be drafted and die in war at 18 when I can't go and buy myself a stiff drink at 18? That's
Okay, are you
crazy.
saying that you want it to come down? I think what you're saying is you want us to be able to be drafted at 21, not the other way around.
No, that's just crazy. Like me, I
Oh.
can't buy myself a drink at 18, but I can be drafted and die in war at 18. Eat my
But you-
dick.
But I don't think you will go to war at 18 though.
No, they don't real like put your ass. Nigga, have you
they
seen
had to.
Past Wars? They draft you.
but
You're
that's
going
what
to
I mean.
war. Fuck you mean?
They will do it if we need it. If they needed to,
I mean,
they
if
would.
it got that bad, they would.
And
Yeah,
they're definitely doing it.
It was during
As of right now,
Depression, so or like around
If we
that
go to
time,
war
so-
today, World War III starts today. No one's signing up for the fucking military anymore. Who the
We have
fuck
a
wants
lot
to
of-
go
we
out and
have a lot
die
of
in war?
military. We have a lot of
we have a
military.
really
Yes,
You'd be
there's
surprised.
people who wants to go in there, but like, come on now, niggas don't really want to. They going in there to get a fucking Hellcat. What you mean?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people actually like being there.
Yes, there's probably a lot of prideful ass niggas that's prideful of America, the U.S. of A, and they want to fight for this bitch. I know damn well I'm not going to fight for this bitch.
I might. Not on. Like,
If they
not on the
draft me,
ground.
if they draft me, I swear to God, they draft me, and I'm not a pilot, and I'm not getting.
Yeah, I'm a
dog
fight in
fights.
the
I
Air
bet I see-
Force.
And you
I'm
also
definitely
make it
fighting in
swear
the
to
Air
God.
Force.
I swear to God, I'm going to military prison because I'm not showing up. Like, what the fuck you mean? I'm sorry. And if I do show
just
up
eat a
and they
lot.
send me out there, I bet I won't be outside.
You
I
have
bet
to
I won't be
Alright, okay,
outside. I'm gonna be
okay.
inside with
You
it.
have to
Hey,
wait,
hey,
wait,
hey,
real quick. Wait.
I found the clip.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
let's
press
hear it.
the
Let's
play
hear
real
it.
quick.
Let's hear it.
Let's play the clip, and Sar,
And then I'll
let's,
say what I'm gonna say.
and
No,
then
I'm gonna
okay,
say.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna turn it up.
All right, go ahead.
I want you to put me on the 9-year-old.
That was out of context. Don't do me. Don't do me.
How could that be out of
Star.
context?
Hold on. Let's be quiet again.
I want you to put me on the 9-year-old.
Star.
No, that's out of context. That's out of context.
What do you have to say about that?
No. Y'all on my dick. Word. Y'all on my dick. Word. Y'all on my dick. Word.
Don't you want a
Word.
9-year-old?
That is you.
Word. Y'all on my dick.
What do you mean by that? If it's out of context, and what you mean?
I mean,
by
we're
that?
not 9 years old, so I don't know if we are.
See. Oh, don't come on now. Come on.
See, bro, I was on your side, but you was like, nah, play the clip. So,
No. That's not me. That's my doppelganger on God. He got the same voice as me.
That's you.
what do you have to say?
Oh,
about that?
okay, Trey, you're out.
Okay. Trey,
That's
what was you gonna say,
crazy.
Trey? What was you gonna say?
We're gonna say Trey Daddy.
Okay. You gotta
What?
consider if we went to war. I mean, yeah. Let's say you get like drafted or whatever, but you make it sound like just because you are selected, you are instantly going to be thrown into fucking combat. Like there's other shit. Like,
Okay, yeah, you can sit outside of a fucking desk, sit in front of a desk or anything. You can do whatever they want you to do, but like the most stereotypical way of
that's
like
the
when people
issue,
talk
though.
about
You
they're
can
like-
do whatever they want you to do. That's the issue.
Yeah,
Whatever
like,
they want you to
if they
do,
want
you
you
can
to
do.
go outside, if they want you outside, they're gonna put your ass outside. And there's nothing you can do.
So you should definitely consider all the factors that could happen, but you could still die.
Best believe I'm not a motherfucking Black Ops character, so I'm
I'm
Fuck
not
outta here.
responding. I'm good.
at all, nigga. Y'all gonna have to find me and put me in prison. I swear to fucking God.
I don't know about all
I-
that. I'll serve my country.
Nah.
I'm right there. I'll pick
No,
you up.
I'll serve my country to an extent, but the only thing about it, our country don't even fucking like us. So like,
Okay,
come on now.
that's true. But then again, I would rather be in America than
Look,
pretty much any
y'all
other
hate.
country.
No, the craziest thing is y'all don't like us, but the niggas. There was a time, and I only learned this one year. It was like a whole fucking like squadron of people who were slaves, and they stood their ground, and they made sure that flag didn't get touched. But y'all hate us for that. Y'all think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all still don't like us, but we made sure the flag didn't get touched.
I never was good with that. I never took closure with that. I never really did.
Like, that's crazy. Like, after that, y'all still kept us as slaves, and we was showing you we really loyal to y'all niggas.
You guys know about the Willie Lynch letter, right?
Mm-mm.
You don't.
No,
You don't, Sar.
Enlighten me.
Trey, do
I
you
mean,
know?
I grew up in Michigan, bro.
Mhm.
I
You
grew
guys
up in
don't
Michigan.
know?
No, I grew up in Michigan. They
Hopefully I
don't
don't
teach
start
us shit other
lagging when I
than
Google this.
MLK. Like,
I'm gonna Google it on my phone. You guys don't.
I
know
learned
about the
of
Willie Lynch letter.
MLK for 12 years straight.
I'm only gonna read a little bit of it.
You know how many times I watched that fucking animated movie?
No, Josh, why are you playing this?
Oh.
Please don't play that.
What is he doing?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy how y'all brought that up. That's crazy. My
Bro,
fucking
that's you,
clip.
bro.
That's crazy. I don't want no
That
fucking
was-
9-year-old.
You wanted it, bro.
Nigga,
Maybe a
that's
12-year-old, but like, huh?
What? Dude.
that is clear.
That's no star, bro.
As long as y'all know me, I'm about to say wild shit. The whole
Bro,
That's
who
on the
you
clock,
be
ain't it?
hanging around, bro?
9 is on the clock, right? They always say that like
Dude.
if the age is on the clock, then she
Be
ready.
quiet,
Never mind.
bro.
About your career.
Please be quiet.
Bro.
You know the shit that I post on Twitter? Nigga, I'm canceled if I blow up. It's
Why?
Be my tag. That's my new tag. Maybe if she's a clown.
I'm not chill out. I was talking about the producer, bro. I was talking about the producer.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
producer go crazy.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
okay,
talking
okay.
about that. I was talking-
Hey. Let me read this real quick. And let me know what you guys think about it. Basically, this is the Willie Lynch letter is basically a speech about it's basically a speech about it's basically a speech about
Why'd you laugh?
mind controlling slaves. That's really all it's about. It's about a speech about mind controlling slaves.
That made
mind
you
controlling-
laugh?
No, that's not what made me laugh. The fact that you did a little giggle.
I
But yeah.
didn't.
I heard whoever giggled, bro, that's what did it. That's what set me out.
That was Tree.
But yeah, the
Who?
Willie Lynch letter is basically a speech about mind controlling black people, black slaves, stuff like that, and getting them to work against each other. So basically, this is how it's
like right now, like today's day and age.
Listen, just read. Let me read it.
Wait,
and then
what?
let me
Because
read
you
it.
know, like
2022?
Let me read it. Let me
No,
read it,
I'm
and then I
talking
want you
about
guys
as
to.
of
I want you guys
right-
to see what you think. Let me read it. Okay, I'm gonna read. I'm skipping through it. Gentlemen, I greet you here on the bank of the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods of controlling slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program was implemented. As our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious kings, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of the woods, crosses standing human bodies, in the high great numbers, you're using the tree and the rope on occasions. Flying the whiff. Okay, let me skip through here. I think you guys should read this on your own time though, but let me skip through here, and it's gonna get spicy. Basically, what this letter, Trey.
Word, you on his dick right now.
Why you on my dick? What am I
Bro,
doing?
you're playing little thingies, bro.
Bro,
I was
Daddy,
muted,
just stop,
muted.
bro.
Word, Trey, you on his dick right now.
Daddy, just stop, bro.
Where did you come from? Go back on mute.
Eat a dick.
All right, bro.
Ooh.
Word, why you on my dick?
Listen,
Word, why you on my dick?
I'm
trying to learn about mind control with these niggas
you
out
should,
here.
You should
Word.
read this. You guys should read this on your own time when you get the
Trey
chance.
not reading
The Willie
shit.
Lynch letter, though. That's what it's called, the Willie Lynch letter.
Just
I have a
Trey want to be
listen,
an ignorant nigga for the rest of his life.
I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every
the
one of
hell?
you that, if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years.
Oh, heck no.
My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I will take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation and the West Indies, and it would work throughout the South
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. If how does he know it's worked?
because he
Because
tested it on
he's-
the West Indies. He tested it on Native
It
Americans.
doesn't take 300 years. It doesn't take 300 years. He said that it will work for 300 years, and we're still within those 300 years. Crazy,
Yeah.
right? Crazy.
And he wrote this back in whatever, it was 1712. He made this thing.
Damn.
Basically, what it's saying is the Willie Lynch letter is a speech about how we're getting controlled today by envy, distrust, and just stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but black on black crime and violence really comes from fear, distrust, and envy.
Yep.
And we're still getting this. Still is reflecting our society today. That's basically. There's a lot more to it, but that's basically just the gist of it. So, what do you guys think about that?
And I feel
You
like
think it's
it
real?
honestly could have happened. You got to think about the society we live in, the music we listen to. A lot
he
of
said
people
the
listen to.
speech in 1712. He said it, and
A lot of people-
implemented that.
Black people hate each other. We hate to see each other win. When we
Yeah.
see a fellow black person win, what's the first thing niggas want to do? Kill that nigga,
Yep.
rob that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's crabs in a barrel, which especially when someone starts to win or they see them win, they want to grab onto that person and bring them back to the bottom of the barrel with the rest of them because they can't stand to see someone of not even just their color, just someone they could have grown up with win. That's why, like, I feel like a lot of rappers die when they die in their city. It could be that, literally that. Niggas hate to see each other win. It's crazy because
It's a
any
lot
other,
to it.
like, you can look at any other race and be like, as soon as somebody wins, them niggas want to damn near make a motherfucking parade out of the shit. When niggas win, when a nigga wins,
What was
We
that
gon-
noise?
we gonna parade. Niggas will parade to
Yeah.
kill that nigga. They will get a parade of niggas
Hey,
to
and
make that
Willie,
nigga
like,
fail.
The thing about the Willie Lynch letter is it ties into a lot of different things. It ties into colorism, how dark-skinned black slaves and light-skinned black slaves would envy each other as well due to the colorism, and people who had more height, who were more active. It was a lot. It was a lot to it. Just based
Look at the
off
shit
of
that.
that. It was female. They made the female slaves. They put all basically what he did was turn the slaves against each other. Females on female slaves versus female versus male versus male versus male. They put the slaves against each other, and I feel like it ties into our society today. That's basically what that is with the Willie Lynch thing. But we were talking about being old enough to like get drafted versus.
What? How did we get here?
Yeah,
Don't know what's going
I
on.
forgot how we got to the Willie
no,
Lynch
we were
letter,
talking
but
about something very different at the beginning.
we were talking about race.
Something about age.
We were talking about in the
We
beginning
were talking about race,
gender,
then age.
and then we talked about
Oh,
race, and then we talked about age, and I was like, let's not talk about race. We can get back to that, and then we talked about ages. The main thing that we're really talking about is ages now. That's what the topic that we're on right about now. But if you guys want to get into something else, we can.
Oh, I don't really mind.
Okay. Who do you think should be able to say the N-word?
Can we not? Let's just
Oh,
See,
like-
see,
Let's just have
me,
a debate.
me,
Let's just
me,
have a civil debate.
feel like-
who do you guys think
I
should be
feel
able to say
like-
the N-word?
I feel like no one should say it. Like, if niggas gonna get upset
Like, period?
about
Listen.
other races
If
saying it,
anybody
I feel
could,
like just
though,
don't
if
say
any-
the shit at all.
let's say nobody can, right? But if anybody had the most, like,
If anybody could
if
say it,
anybody was
if you-
most entitled to do it,
I would say black people
why not?
or
white
like the white people that grew up in the slums. I don't give a fuck. You
people?
can
No,
say
what
it.
about like white people, like really racist white people,
No.
whose
If-
ancestors,
if
whose ancestors
someone
invented
that's
the
like-
word, whose ancestors invented the word. Why not white people?
my ancestor was probably saying the word. Literally, I know one of my great grandpas is a Confederate soldier. No cap. On my dad's side,
What?
no cap. We have a family book, and he's standing next to 2 black slaves, and then the 3 children that are his that he's standing next to are all
Ooh.
light skinned.
Let me say something real
Crazy,
quick.
right?
Just a quick little thing, and we can get back to this. Who should be able to say the word? I read in a YouTube comment, just one, so it's not really that relevant. It's not that relevant.
I don't like where this is going.
It said
A
basically he
YouTube
said
comment?
that
They gonna
there
say
are
because
no. He said there are no descendants of black slaves. Like, I mean, there's not a single person. He said there's not a single person on this planet that was a slave.
Eat a dick because
Not
My-
that was a slave, but that lived during slavery and still alive today. That's what he said. There's not a
What
single
the
person on this
fuck?
planet that lived
nigga,
during
mine and
slavery and that's
Trey's
alive today.
grandma was in.
That's what
was-
I
was,
said.
Like eat a dick. Whoever said that shit, because like you know how long
Stupid.
niggas live. You know how long niggas live. My grandpa was in segregation. He lived through that whole shit. Fuck you mean?
Mhm.
Eat like, come on, like there's niggas that live a long ass time. I'm pretty sure there's some nigga that's around kicking today that was getting hit with a fucking whip type shit. Like this shit not that long
Oh,
ago.
I don't know about that.
Nigga, they tried
Like you,
no,
like if you were
like,
6 years old
they-
and you were probably in slavery time. You could be in slavery time and then be like 90 by now.
and
if you were
niggas
6
live
years
that long type shit. Like
Yeah.
it's really not that long ago type shit, but history and they want to make it seem so long ago. Like you look up like the actual pictures of MLK, it's in color. They have color pictures, but they put it in black and white to make it seem like it was so long ago,
Mhm.
which is crazy to me. It may
Okay.
not be an HD 1080p type picture, but there's a picture with color type shit. It's not like that. It's real life, not that long ago. And
Okay.
that's what they were like when they try to rebuttal them, it's like it was forever ago, let it go. It really wasn't forever ago though. Was it? No, it wasn't. Like look at the timeline of the shit. Like segregation, niggas was still and still to this day, like there's sundown states still to this day where if you're black and you live in that state that's a sundown state, nigga, don't go outside when the sun is down because they can do whatever the fuck they want to you. And that's real shit. Like sundown states, if you're black and they catch you outside after the sun is down, a nigga can pick you up, drag you down the street, and then lynch your ass. And guess what? He's getting off scot-free because your black ass should have been in the crib.
Yeah.
But when you say it like that,
I mean, yeah, that does.
I'm gonna keep it a
happen.
buck.
It's
I'm
happened.
gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Like, I
type
think
shit.
one of them, something like that happened in 2017, actually, like recently.
what?
Yes.
Yeah, if you
Don't
got
get-
caught in the wrong area at the wrong time, they will lynch you. I think it was in 2017. I don't know what he did. It's probably just because he was black and he's probably walking alone, right? And then he basically how they killed him was what they tied. I don't know if they tied. Yeah, they tied his ankle to a pickup truck, and then they just drove him through like a dirt
Yep.
road, or they just drove him around until his head fell off. And then
Pickup trucks are their steed nowadays. So
I think that happened in like
Don't-
2017, around that time.
there's like sundown states, sundown counties, and they will have signs when you drive through that, when you enter that county, sundown county or sundown state. Don't be outside if you're black after the sun is not up because they legally can do whatever the fuck they want to you. And it's a really big thing down south. It's crazy. It's
yeah, it's-
crazy. That's the society we live in. Like,
I don't even think it's legal. I just think that the people who are in legal positions have the power.
Don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
they have
care.
the power, and they're probably associated with white supremacy and stuff like that, and that's why bad stuff like that happen. Do you guys still want to talk about who should be able to say the N-word? Or do you guys want to move on?
Yeah. I feel like people who can say nigga should be people that have gone through like horrible shits.
Like the black
I
experience.
don't give a fuck. Like
Like
the black,
racially or
like
just in general?
quote unquote black experience, like you've
Josh
had to
what do
do like, yeah. Before I finish what I say, yeah, Josh, say what you was saying.
you said-
well, explain what you were saying.
racially or in general? Like, what do you mean by that? Josh,
What?
you said racially or in general? Like, what do you mean?
I don't remember what he said to make me say that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
I
something you
won't
said.
even say like, okay, so I won't say racially, just like in general. So I know a lot of white people that have grew up going through the same shit that black people have gone through for the past how many fucking years.
What do you
and,
mean though? The same. Like, what do you mean the same?
I would say like, if
Give
you
me
don't
an
have
example.
like living in the fucking slums type shit, if you had to either rob, do anything shisty type shit like that just to survive, and have been through enough shit that you could say that black people mainly go through.
So
I don't give a fuck.
Are you saying that like the black experience or a part of being black is having to rob to survive or being shiesty?
Well, no, I'm not saying that's like, but the stereotypical black experience. That's what I'll say. I'll clean it up by saying that, like, the stereotypical being black type shit.
I wouldn't say like robbing and stuff is being black in the sense of.
That's why I said stereotypical.
I don't think,
that's why I tried to clean it up with saying stereotypical.
I don't think there's a single white person on this planet that has had the black experience in the sense of being oppressed in a black.
I mean,
sense.
I'll say
Sure, you can be poor and you lived in the slums, sure, but you've never been oppressed. There's a difference between black privilege and white privilege.
Yeah.
True. Okay. I see where y'all coming from with that for sure. But like, I don't know. After so long, I guess it's not like the same at all. And it's usually like, okay, you get pulled over because you're black type shit. But if you're white and you get pulled over, they're not going to treat you the same unless you've done so much shit type shit. Like, you have a record and they probably just...
Regardless, you probably wouldn't be treated the same. Yeah, and that really just that's just like, in a more like technical and literal sense, you probably won't be treated the same because like everybody's different, you know?
To finish it up, I'll say black people and like Latino people can say nigga. I don't give a fuck if any like Mexican Latino person I know say nigga, because they're basically like us, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
We're hated. But
I mean, like, whatchamacallit? I feel like, because in a more technical sense, I talked about this with my aunt, and she's god dang it, she's pro-black, and I wanted to see what she thinks about it, like who she'd be able to say, and she said specific Latino people, because there are Latino people that have had the black experience and actually have black in them, and who are like descendants of black people and Latino people as well. And she was like specific people, and I was like, okay, because before I just thought anybody should be able to, not anybody, but like any person of like Latino descent should be able to say it, because like I just never really looked into it. But hearing what she said about that changed my perspective. Okay, I was hoping we get like a female in here so we could talk about like that. So we talk about the sexes, but since there's not a female here, we could probably talk about that later. I just say this quickly. Oh, okay.
What's up?
Who you guys think is better, men or women?
Yo, women are mid, bro.
Heck yeah. I mean, no.
In what sense?
I'm just kidding.
Overall, who's better?
Women.
Who's just better?
Women are funny, bro.
Like in every aspect, who's better?
I don't know.
I'll say we're equally the same, but I feel like women have to put up with. I said in a sense, we are like in a sense equal at some point, but I'll say that women have to go through way more than men, which would make them stronger. They'll be way more mentally functioning, because I feel like a lot of women I know are way more, they're smarter. It's just certain things that their qualities make them better than men.
I feel like
with what they have been through.
Trey is probably like one of the most like inspiring women I've ever met.
Yeah.
Trey is really the reason why I love women. Change that. I'll say that women are better because women are way more nurturing. They think shit through way more. They're mentally more, sometimes mentally more stable than men. because a lot of times just go with whatever the fuck. It's women, they think things through.
Like I wish we had a woman in here.
From like seeing what the women in my life have gone through and what they have done to reach certain goals and do certain things for people around them that they care about. They go way farther to like a way farther extent than like men. A lot of the time women work 10 times harder than men. They think 10 times harder than men. And when a woman puts her heart and mind to something, I bet the fuck it'll get done and they'll do whatever the fuck they want to do. And also they birth men, so
Oh yeah, that's
you
a
can
plus too.
you can't have a man without a woman, like at all. Like there's no women, there'd be no men. So
Yeah.
there would be just off that, like they're up 10 points. So I don't know. But I can't like explain through like a woman's. It's hard to explain being a male.
That's what I mean.
Type shit.
That's why I wish like a woman was here so we could have this discussion. That's why I was like saying that earlier. And
Y'all better motherfucking message some girl in this motherfucking chat and have her join up.
Well, Trey, you're more of like a masculine
Lily
woman
and Des
though.
up in here. Nah, let's get Lily and Des up in here.
I feel like Des would be a good
Bro,
fit.
what the fuck?
We should get Prada in here too, and then we should
See,
No,
me and
we need to get Lily, Dessa, Prada, and dang,
7
who else?
gram.
7 gram.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like me and Trey are the way we are because a lot of my family looks at me, especially on my dad's side. They look at me like a black sheep. Like my aunt, when I came to Thanksgiving and my hair was pink and I came with a pink fucking cat backpack, she was like, everyone there was like, what the fuck are you on? Like, like what type of shit? What type of shit are you on? Type. And I was like, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. And then my aunt was like, you've always been different. And I've always been able to tell. She was like, you don't care about what anybody else thinks or how they judge you. She was like, you're a feminine. She was like, you're feminine. She was like, you're feminine, but at the same time, you're masculine. You know,
I wanna
you're
add
a man
on
type
to
shit.
that.
And I was like,
Cause like me and Lily are really like the same like type of person mentally. Like we kind of
that's how I am with my
speak
sister.
our mind and our truth, like real, like just talking, like it's just real, like all the time. Everything that we say is just so, like off the dome, you know.
Oh my god.
Like we just twins for real. Me and
Oh
Lily.
my god.
Just like that. We tight like that.
Josh, can you say tree for me, but like high pitched?
Huh?
Can you say tree for me, but like high pitched?
Tree?
Yeah, like that, exactly like that. But high pitched. But high pitched, bro. Just do it.
God. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Boy.
I don't get it.
Thank
Hello?
you so much. Thank you, bro.
I don't get it.
Thank you.
Dude, come on.
I'll explain it to you after the stream, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. You Sneeko lover.
What?
Yeah.
That's not even what that is, but I do love Sneeko.
Oh, you can't say that.
Why not? Am I gonna get
You
canceled
just
for loving
made
him?
an awful video. The one that you told us about.
He was talking about how black people oppressed Asians, and it was statistically shown that black people are the out of every race in
by
America.
what metric? What? How are we
I don't
measuring
know.
this?
I don't
Please,
know
let me
why, but it popped up on the screen and it looked pretty
That is
legit.
an awful
And I was
thing
like,
to
okay.
say. Like it's very anti.
I know like 2 Asian people, and I ain't never oppressed them niggas in my life.
I don't even think I ever. met
And I
Asian people.
believe you.
That's some different niggas. They live. I don't know. That's them LA people. I swear to God. No offense, you
What?
live in LA.
Yeah,
Them
it's
Cali
probably
people.
LA.
I swear to God.
That's
Because that
Trey.
he
shit's so
was-
diverse.
He was making he made a point. Sneeko made a point about like how Asians are the weakest race out of everyone.
What the fuck?
That's
Them
what
niggas used to
he
be
said.
samurai. What the fuck you mean?
And then
Odd.
because he was
That's
with his
an
brother,
odd
and he
point
also
to
said like,
make.
and they were talking about like how Asians didn't have any role models growing up and stuff like that. And I was like,
I don't
but
know. I
then-
felt probably none of them niggas want to be like their parents. They
and
they
then
got shitty parents.
Sneeko's brother said that I mean they didn't really have any role models like that. I mean, yeah, sure, there's Bruce Lee, but like, you know, there's not really that much other people to look up to. And then Sneeko also, he said they're weak in the sense of trying to avoid confrontation, not weak in the sense of like no muscles, or weak in the sense of like not mentally strong enough. They're weak in the sense of they're trying to avoid confrontation and stuff like that. Like if someone's trying to be negative towards them, just turn your head, because that's what he said. That's what Asians were taught in America. Like Asians in America, they were taught to avoid confrontation and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I think that's true.
Walk with your tail between your legs, basically, type shit.
Try to avoid as much confrontation as you possibly can and stuff like that. Sure, there's a good handful and a good amount of Asian people and influential people that are Asian that are in really powerful positions in the world.
As of now.
I can consider what Sneeko said about that. I can just have that in my head. But yeah, the whole thing with the role models and stuff, and I was like, and I just thought about that. Like, who do you guys think you subconsciously view? Like, if you had to view
Oh my God.
a race
Sorry.
by a person, who do you guys think you subconsciously view a race by a person? Like, for instance, like, who do you think is the face for, like, if subconsciously, who do you think would be the face for black people? Like, when you see another black person,
Shit.
it's like, who do you assume for them to act like as a person?
Adult man.
Adult man?
No cap. But I live in Jackson, and a lot of niggas that I know, and a lot of older niggas here, are exactly what the fuck I said. And that's why a lot of niggas here act the fucking same, because a lot of the niggas in our town want to be the plug, and the other half, plug. Then there's like 5% of us who are the plug, and the rest of us just go about our business and don't want shit to do with any of the shit. And then when you are that type of person, like me, for instance, you're weird. You want to be white. Like the other day, I was at work. I'm wearing my work clothes, and then I wore some blue skinny jeans, and they have like holes in them type shit. And this girl was like, "You're white as fuck." Like, I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Look at what you're wearing." I said, "I'm in my uniform, except my pants, and I'm not wearing like the shoes I should be wearing. I'm wearing my skate shoes, my Adidas that I skate in." And she's like, "Your shoes and pants." Like, she's like, "You're wearing skinny jeans and you're wearing like skateboarding shoes." And I was like, "I skateboard." I was like, "What do you mean by that?" I was like, "How am I white because of this?" And then she was like, "Look at all the rest." Yes, at work. And she was like, "Look at shit." And Miles is my friend, and I've known Miles for like the past 5-6 years. He does look like Miles Morales, and
That's crazy.
kind of, and it's crazy, but it's Miles Morgan, which is, and his dad's a police officer. Crazy as fuck. And she was like, "Look at Miles, like he's a nigga. He's wearing somewhat baggy
said a
pants, and
white
he's wearing
person said
boots." No, it was a black girl.
Oh.
It was a black girl that said this shit. I was like, just because he's wearing work boots and baggy pants and not wearing his belt today and is sagging a little bit does not mean anything at all. I was like, little do you know, me and Miles damn near are the same person. When Miles isn't at work, guess what the fuck he's wearing? He's wearing nothing but skinny jeans, some Vans. This nigga listens to heavy metal. Fuck out my face. Like, he listens to heavy metal, dark metal. You don't know this nigga. When he's at work, he just so happens to be playing Sada Baby because he knows all the people that work here are from Jackson and love this nigga. So, fuck do you mean? And then she was like, well, I know Miles just from here, and he just seems like he's a nigga, like he's a real nigga type shit, and you seem like you're white. And I was like, because I'm not sagging and listening to music about shooting and poisoning the streets. I was like, little do you know, I'm more nigga than Miles. I said, Miles don't do anything in that his music says. I said, this nigga goes to work and goes home type shit. Which I can't talk shit about that. Nigga, do that. Like, congratulations. I wish I could just go to work and go home. But I want money. The more money I can get, the better. Because I don't want to be here anymore. I'm trying to get the fuck out of Jackson. And whatever I got to do that, which is like a horrible sin. So like, I don't want to have to do whatever I can do to survive type shit. I was like, where I like the niggas that after I grew up, because I didn't grow up around like horrible people, and I didn't grow up in the worst situation. Like, whatever I want, I got most of the time, unless it was a hard week or a hard month type shit. So I was like, I just didn't grow up around that type of shit. I was away from that, and I didn't see my dad's side of the family a lot because they were on fuck shit type shit. So I'm sorry that I grew up around people that were regular, like, stand-up citizens type shit. Just the way I carry myself, just because I don't carry myself like a nigga and be like, what's up? We can fight right now. I'll shoot your ass. I'm sorry. Like, how does that make me white? It was just weird hearing that, and I grew up hearing that a lot, like in school and shit, because that's why me and Miles became friends, because we see each other every day. And it was funny because we would see each other every day on the second floor of J High. And I would be going to I don't remember what class it was on the second floor, but he would be coming from his class on the second floor. And I'd be like, yeah, this nigga dripping. Like, we didn't dress like everyone else. These was before, like, this is when Vans first started getting big. We both had old schools. We would wear ripped up skinny jeans and like band t-shirts and shit. And I was like, damn, this nigga seemed cool as hell. Like, this nigga fit hard. And then when we first met each other, he was like, yeah, he was like, you go to J High, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I see you all the time on the second floor. He was like, I always feel like, yo, Fitch is hard. And I was like, that's crazy, because now that you say that, I recognize you. And I was like, I would be the same way. I'm like, damn. Like, we was the only niggas at J High at the time that didn't dress like niggas. We weren't in True Religion jeans and Jordans and Nike Fits all the fucking time. At that time, I didn't even own a pair of Jordans at all. Nigga, I hated Jordans. I still hate 99% of the Jordans unless they forced. They're ugly as fuck. And then niggas buy the same shoes every year. What the fuck I want the same shoes for? What the fuck I want the same shoes for? You got the same color shoes, but they just ended up changing the colors of the shoe just a little bit. What's up?
You got an iPhone?
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
All right, keep going.
What you mean by that?
No, just keep going. Keep talking.
Nah. What you mean by that? What you mean by
keep
that?
saying what you were saying. It's okay.
No. What's up? What do you mean by that?
I mean, why would you want to buy the same thing every year? You know, I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't buy this. I don't buy an iPhone every
I
year.
was just saying what you
I wait
said.
to that.
I'm just saying. I didn't say you buy an
Okay.
iPhone every year. I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm
it's
just
just
saying, you know.
I feel like it's like I like to take pictures and shit and do shit that on my phone. I'm a lot of niggas when they just want the iPhone just to have an iPhone. I use my shit damn near to the fullest capability as I can. I recorded a like first part of a whole music video by myself. I put my phone on the floor and recorded myself in 4K on my
Oh my
XR.
god. I was thinking about using my mom's iPhone to do a music video. 'Cause,
If
like,
I
that
can
camera
find
is
it,
freaking good. That camera is
if
crazy.
if I
And
can
you said you
find
shot
it,
in
I'll
4K.
send it to y'all. Like, and then I edited it by myself in iMovie or whatever the fuck it's called, and it was hard. It came out hard, and then I used it as a promo video on. I think it's on my TikTok, and use like Photoshop on my shit. I do a lot of shit on my phone. Like all of the shit that I make creatively, like artistically, I do on my phone. I make all my cover arts on my phone. At when I first started taking music seriously, I was making music off my phone. But then was like, okay, yeah, this is straight for me right now, but at some point I need to get a mic and get the shit on my laptop. And I did that basically. I got my mic. I didn't have money for FL and was like, I'm not inclined enough or in tune enough to download all that extra shit. So I just downloaded Audacity type shit. But
Oh.
back to what I was saying, like I never wanted to be the nigga to try to fall in line and be like, I wanted to stand out, but at the same time, I didn't want to stand out. Like I'm fine with wearing some basic ass Vans and some black skinny jeans and a random ass t-shirt that I think is hard. Like I before I commit a nigga
So
and say that a nigga's fit is hard when he wearing a Nike shirt that matches a Jordan shirt that matches brand new Jordans when they released at the same time and he wearing trues. I won't say that nigga's fit is, but I'll say the nigga that got some Vans and some random ass pants. I don't give a fuck where they from, and put his fit together and like and actually like try, but not try at the same time. Because you can tell when a nigga tried too hard to put his fit together. Type shit. I'll say his fit hard before the stereotypical and nothing but a Jordan fit or a Nike Tech is like fits hard. I don't know. I just can't fall into line like that. A lot of niggas end up falling into line. Like one of my friends, he was one of my close friends at a certain point in time for a minute. Like used to look up to that nigga because he was older than me, and he put me on to like a lot of music, like rock music. He used to play hella rock music. He used to be on Tyler heavy. He used to be like a Tyler stan, and he the one that put me onto like thrifting, doing a whole bunch of different shit, and really leveling my shit up. And then when he fell into line with all the rest of the rest of our city and just nothing but Detroit music and nothing but Jordans and whatever pants that niggas wanted at that time. And at that point, we stopped fucking with each other because he started acting like every nigga. Like I don't know, it's just weird. It's it's weird to me that niggas want to be other niggas instead of being themselves and expressing themselves type of shit.
yeah.
My bad. I just went on a fucking tangent.
I mean, no, you're good. You're good. We're at the 1 hour 25-minute mark. I feel like this is a good time to end it. Hold on, be right back.
Where's my drink? Stop
How am,
telling
I,
me.
s- how am I supposed to eat my food without my drink?
My
You're telling me
diet.
you forgot my drink? That's what I'm working on next.
Is that James and
I'm a-
H?
All right, I'm back. I could be a bucket for the Knicks. Yeah, I think we should end it here.
That's my old necklace.
If I'm hopefully not lagging, thanks for tuning in, whoever came here to watch this. Yeah. That was episode 3, season 2. We had a couple words by everybody here. We had a couple words from Josh. A couple words from Star, Trey, Ethan.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't know it. Is that Jeremiah? I think that's Jeremiah. Couple words, you know. So yeah.